So I thought we would do a get ready with me video along with a little bit of a client story time. I don't usually do story times because I get nervous that people are gonna think that I'm gonna like talk about them, and I don't and I won't, but this one's particularly funny to me, and it also happened like 6 or 7 years ago. I had this client and she was a new client. I was independent and working in a suite at this time. And she had booked an appointment but missed her appointment time. And I waited and I waited and we were communicating back and forth through like I think Instagram. But she was like, "Oh, I need to get extensions, like I need to get this, I need to get that." And she didn't show up. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna cancel your appointment. And the booking site I had at the time let me charge her card, so I charged 50% of her card, as you should. And I leave for the day and I go and get lunch. And she messages me and she's like, "I need this service done. I will pay whatever. I will pay double." She's like, "Please just get me in." And it is funny because I had walked back like towards my room, my salon suite room, and she was waiting outside the door because obviously she knew what salon suite I was in. But she was the only client I had booked that day. I just left to go eat downstairs because it was like a 2-story type of room. And then I went back upstairs to kind of like clean up and close for the day because she was my only client because I didn't really know what she wanted. And she kind of seemed like she wanted a lot done. So I booked her out for the rest of the day and she was waiting outside for me. And I was like, "Look, like I already charged your card, you missed your service." And she was pleading, and it also, I don't want to assume, but I think she actually did verify this. She looked like she was pregnant. And so I kind of just felt bad for her. And I was like, "Okay, fine. I'll go ahead and take you and we'll start your service." So I go and start her service and she's like, "I want extensions. I need my color done. I need my root touch-up done." She's like, "I want product." She's like, "Whatever you have, I want to do." And I also did lash extensions as a stylist. So she was like, "I also want to get my lashes done if you can do that." And at this point, she's racking up like close to like over $1,000 bill because my extension maintenances were like close to 400. Color was going to be 300 or 400, and then extension or lash extensions were going to be about 200. So she's getting up there, and I got a little bit excited, and so I'm like, okay, cool. So we get started on her hair. This is where it gets kind of weird. She starts telling me about how, her baby daddy's in jail, but like her baby daddy and her boyfriend are both in jail. So like I guess she got pregnant. Or no, her baby daddy from her first kid is in jail, and then her current boyfriend's also in jail, but she kind of has like a relationship with both. And she's kind of spilling like all the tea on this, and I'm like, what? Why are they in jail? Like, I don't know. I'm like, how are both your boyfriends in jail? Like your baby. Anyway, that's none of my business. And so she's kind of like telling me all this stuff, but she looks, I hate to judge a book. Don't judge a book by its cover. She looks so innocent. Like, she looks like a girl who would not be dealing with that kind of stuff. Like, she's really well put together. And I'm like, oh, girl, like, maybe bad luck. I don't know. And as I'm finishing doing her hair, she starts, like, nodding off. And she starts passing out, which I'm like, okay, maybe she's just tired. Like, she looks like she's pregnant. When she was talking about her baby, she was talking about her current kid that's like probably like a toddler, but she really appeared pregnant. So I don't remember if I validated that because it's been some time, but let's assume she is pregnant. And I'm like, maybe she's just tired. After I finish her hair, she loves it, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I love it so much." And she's like, "What retail products do you have?" And I show her all my retail products. She literally wants to buy all of them. That's where the red flag started to hit. I have clients who are like, "Oh, let me get shampoo, let me get conditioner," but she's like, "I want to buy all of them." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And so she buys like $400 or $500 worth of product. Well, the tab doesn't close to the end, so you gotta wait to the end. Hold on. Then I go and start on her eyelashes, and I finish her eyelashes, and by the time I'm done with her, like I've spent probably like 5 or 6 hours with her, because it takes me a little bit to do her eyelashes. Color take me a little bit. Extensions not so much. They're pretty quick and easy, but at the end of the appointment, she's like, "Okay, like I'm ready to pay." And so I go to charge her card, and I've already charged it for half the service. I let her know your extension service and your color service went through, so I already collected, I think, like $300 out of like a $600 or $700 service. But then she added the product, she added the lash extensions and some other stuff. So she owes me, I think, like $800 at this point. And it's not going through. And she's like, "Oh, like, it's gonna go through. Let me try." She was, "Let me call people." And she's like, "Try it again." So she's like calling this person. She's like basically like, look at your card, like, please help me. And I'm like, do you not have the money? Like, I thought you had the money. And as we are entering cards, she doesn't have any physical credit card. She has photos of credit cards in her phone, which was really, really, like, I'm like, alarmingly weird. Starts plugging in these credit card numbers that she has pictures of in her phone, hoping that they go through. None of them do. And she calls a friend to help her, and they don't help her. And she's like, I can't pay you right now. The person, like the boy or whatever, whoever she's talking to, said that he was going to pay for her service. He's not paying for it anymore. My assumption, oops, shit, sorry, hold up. My assumption is that she had somebody's credit card, and I ran it for part of the service. And I ran it for part of the service, and they saw that I ran it and closed the card, is what my assumption is. Like, they're like, oh, I don't know who this charges. Like, she had somebody's credit card information. And then once I ran part of it, they started declining everything else. So then I had to keep her ID and actually get in contact with the cops, because I gave her a time frame to pay me, and she never pays me. And so then I have to file a police report, because it's fraud at this point, and it's theft of service. So that got really awkward. So I had to get involved with the Plano Police Department, and apparently, like, she had previous records. So the officer let me know. She's like, oh, she has previous records and stuff like this. And the officer had to, like, get in contact and actually threaten her with jail time and arresting her. Okay, guys, so finally the cop threatens her and is like, if you do not give her X amount of funds, and I think I actually negotiate, like, a lower price. I'm like, look, like, just pay me X amount, and let's just call it, like, a day. Like, let's not worry about it, because I just want it to be over with. And I think she owed me like 800, it was a high number. And I'm like, just give me like $600 or whatever, and let's just call it a day. Like, I'm done dealing with this. I don't want to deal with this anymore. And the cop actually reached out to her, and she was like, if you don't give her funds by X time today, I'm gonna come and arrest you. Like, it's gonna happen. And so finally I get the money sent to me in Cash App, and it is by some random name. It sounded Hispanic, so it was like someone with like a Gonzalez last name or something. Clearly not her name. I don't know if she's a scammer. I don't know what she does. But that's not the funny part of the story. The funny part of the story, actually, I'm gonna finish getting fully done, and then I'll tell you the funny part of the story. I know my hair looks crazy, but the funny part of the story is it was a guy's name, whoever she sent me the money from was trying to dispute it. It was like sending me messages probably like a couple of weeks later, trying to get their money back. And I'm like, you clearly took someone's account and charged whoever. Like, I don't know if she like went up to a guy at a bar and just like was like, hey, let me get your number, like Cash Apped me. I don't know, but I felt really bad. But your girl needed her money, and yeah, the whole situation was really, really odd. But I think that's why, you know, both her baby daddies are in jail or prison or wherever they're at. It was a really weird situation, and I never want to be in that situation ever, ever, ever again. I don't know how people live life like that. I think that is super bizarre, and I think that's one of the odd things that happened to me being independent. And I had no one to like help me because I was by myself in the salon suite, so like I couldn't like vent to anybody. I had no one there with me to like protect me, really. I don't know if I want to do like an up or down. Okay, so this is the finished look. I decided to go with an updo because I'm at a beach in Florida and it gets kind of hot. And this is our cute little dress. It's a sundress. But yeah, so I was in the salon suite by myself, and it was late at night when all this happened, so it was super scary, super weird situation. Her whole situation was bizarre. I forgot to mention about the child custody thing, and I was like, girl, you got too much going on in your life. And I wish her the absolute best, and I hope she changed her ways. But that is just like one of the awful things that happened to me. while I was an independent hairstylist. So hopefully y'all like the story time. I haven't done story time, so if you like this one, please let me know. And I'll do more story times, only like from back in the day, because I have some crazy stories, you guys. I don't know what it is, but crazy shit happens to me all the time. Bye.